Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to everyone. Shauna Marie Fisher here for my Sunday night live with you all. So happy Sunday. Hope you all are doing well. I know I give everybody a minute to come on because I know it takes a minute sometimes. So let me just turn on my phone. Okay, cool. Then I can see who's there because sometimes it doesn't always show up in the program that I use to stream live. So see here, I'm just gonna give everybody a minute to come on. So dun 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 dun. So let's see here. I see one person here, so that's good. Hello, hello, whoever you are. It's not showing me who you are, but good evening to you. Let's see here. Let's see. Ooh, there's another person on here too, but it's not showing me who you are. So, okay, but you're here, so that's good. So, happy Sunday. Hope you guys have had a great week. So, see if anybody has any questions for. I'm doing my free little mini animal communication reading. See if anybody has any any questions for fur babies that's with them or one that's passed. Any kind of question like that. So see here, give everybody a minute. And then also too, some exciting news. Hey April, good to see you. So there is but by where I live in Ridgefield, Washington, there is a bookstore that is going to be carrying my books. So they should have that this week. And what's really cool is one of my favorite stores in Ridgefield called Native Nomad. They actually just started carrying my book today. I brought them some copies and I'm doing like a kind of like a consignment thing with them, which is awesome. But I brought some in today and they actually already sold one the first day they had them. So that's my book, just in case you guys don't know about it. I'm sure you do, but if you're looking for like a cool like little gift for somebody that is a dog lover, like what or an animal lover, what a perfect way to do that. So you can go get them at one of those local stores. It's also at New Run in Portland, or you can get it on Amazon.com or on BarnesandNoble.com, or you can order it through me and get an autographed copy. So all kinds of ways. So I just thought I'd share that with you. So I'm super excited about that. It's like yay, and it's a really awesome store too. And it's so cool to be in like some local places that are like owned by like true true small business. It's always cool, so it's always good to shop local when you can. So there's that. So hey, Emmy and April and Aura, good to see you, and thank you, April. I know it's exciting. I'm like, all right, putting it out there, and it's so cool that one sold like the same day. I was super excited. I was like, yay. So just so blessed. So there we go. And then Aura says, good night. Good night to you too. Can you let me know if Pookie and King Sneaker are going to get accustomed to each other? What I get is I'm like pointing to my screen right now is Pookie says I'm going to be the one that's going to take a little bit longer. It's going to take me a little bit longer to kind of get more settled and accustomed and accustomed, and we will just give us time. And they both want some more fish. They're showing me like we want to eat some more fish, but we want like a fish toy. We want like a fish toy. I keep seeing one of those like flippity fish toys in my head. So something like that, I feel like would be really cool. So they said it's just going to take time. And, especially with cats, like it can take like a few months for them to kind of get used to each other, sometimes even longer, right? So it just takes it can take a little bit of time, but you're just like, okay, are they going to? And I definitely feel like there is hope and that they will. It's just going to take them a little bit of time. So there's that. And good to see you, Emmy. And thank you, Aura. And thank you, April. And then you said you'll get that for them. Awesome. Perfect. And hey, Sarah, good to see you, Sarah. Um, and April says you are, I'm glad you could catch me too. You have a dog. I'm sitting for 2 weeks. How will he do with us? He says he'll do good. He wants to make sure that he has like comfort where he can lay right by you. He's like, I want to lay right by you. I want to lay right by you. So I feel like he's going to like warm up, and like touch I feel like is really important to this dog. This dog is showing me I like touch and I like to be close to people. So I feel like if you offer that, that will be really really helpful. So yay, that's going to be fun for you, April. I love that. And you're so welcome, Aura. You're so welcome. And then let's see here. Sarah says Let's see here. Oh, we're going to put his bed next to mine. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I get perfect. Ooh, and you see this ring that I have right here? This little wire wrap ring that I have right here. I actually got this at that Native Nomad store in Ridgefield today. Like, how cool is that, right? It's like the wire wrapped ring. I love stuff like that. So there you go. They have all kinds of cool stuff. If you are in the Vancouver, Portland area, definitely go check it out. And you're so welcome, Aura, and you're so welcome, April. And then, hey, Diane, good to see you. And then I have a question here from Sarah. Sarah says, "Does Reed have a safe community? Have a safe community of cats and some people? I'm in love with her, but I'll be moving across the country in a month. I believe she's a feral that I've formed a huge bond with over the past year. Any message that comes through?" Let's see here. She's asking, you know what she just asked me? She says, I have a good bond with them. I have a good bond with them, and like I have a community of those cats and people. She says there's like a couple other people. There's like you, and then there's a couple other people too. She says you're the number one. And she's asking, she's like, can I go with you across the country? She's like, can I go with you across the country? She's like, can I go with you? So I don't know if that's an option, but she says even if it's not an option, know that that bond is always here, and the connection that you have from your head to your heart and your heart to your head with her, that like heart to heart connection, and that connection and that bond that you have with her is always there. It's always there. It's always there. And she wants you to know that, and she wants you to really remember that and know that, and just and feel into that. And she's like, you can have somebody look out for me too. She says like one of the other people around. So there you go. So hopefully that helps, Sarah, and good luck with your move across the country too. That's exciting. So super exciting. So yeah, and she just says gratitude, gratitude and love, gratitude and love, gratitude and love, gratitude and love. So that's what I get there. And Emmy, okay, let's see here. So I'd rub my eye a second here. Something on my eye. So Emmy says Popeye had a little blood in his urine for 2 days. Can you let me know how he feels? Anything that the vet might like to know? Popeye says like he's showing me that it like he's making me like hold my stomach, like it like feels like what he's showing me. It's like some sort of like urinary tract thing going on, that he needs like a little like pump up of something from the vet to help that kind of like clear, because he says it's like he's showing me it like kind of hurts my stomach and it hurts to pee a little bit. So I would definitely have them, I don't know how you get a urine sample on a hamster, but get like a urine sample and bring that to them, or I don't know how they would get one either. I don't know how that works with hamsters. I would assume it's similar how they do it with dogs and cats. I'm not sure, but I'm getting something like that because it's something that like is going on with my kidneys and my bladder. So I'll have them look at that. So I don't know. Do they do blood work with hamsters? Emmy, I'm sure they do, but I don't know. I would imagine they have to, right? So I would just have them test his urine and see what comes up from that, is what I get. So there you go. So there you go. So there's that. Much love to you and Popeye, Emmy. Much love to you both there. So let's see here. And hey, Alyssa, good to see you. I always like to give it a few minutes because sometimes the comments don't come through right away. So it's always, sometimes it takes a minute. So, see here. And hey, Erica, good to see you. He says, is it possible to get a message from my boy Ruben? So it's interesting. So right as I tune into Ruben, like I see balloons and it's like pop, 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 like pop, pop, pop. I want to have something like pop, 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 like fun, and pop, pop, pop things like fun, 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 and like pop, pop, pop things like fun, pop, 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 like pop, pop, fun. It's making me think of like popcorn and like pop rocks, like pop, 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 fun, pop, 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 like fun, fun, pop, pop is what I want to say. Fun, fun, pop, pop. So that's what I get for you, Erica. And then Sarah says, "Oh, thank you. That feels really good. I'll tell her she'll feel my love always and always." Amongst other happy thoughts, not totally surprised She would go with me, but very happy. She'll be okay, and I'll feel her either way. She says yes, she will, because that connection, like when we have that connection, that soul connection and that heart to heart connection, it carries on everywhere. It carries on and carries on, and it's there and it's there and it's deep and it's true and it's there and it's there and it's there. So just know that, and just be with that, and feel that, and just know that that's true there. So just feel into that. So yeah, so there you go. And she says she wants you to take a picture of her. She says, I don't know, like, I don't know if you have some pictures of her, but she's like, take a picture of her and carry that picture of her. Like, so it's like you have that picture in your mind, but she says, like, take a physical picture too. She's like, take a physical picture too, is what she's showing me. So so there's that. And you're so welcome, Erica. So let's see here. I'm gonna see who else is popping on. Oh, Nuggets. Oh my goodness. She's trying to chew on something she's not supposed to. And every time Nugget is quiet, I know that I'm like, wait, what is she doing? Because there's always something going on with that. Now she's upset that I took the thing away, but that's okay. She'll survive. So she has plenty of toys, that one. So let's see here. Emmy says, oh no, he's on an antibiotic for an upper respiratory infection. You would think that would handle a UTI. Getting a urine specimen for a hamster is possible. LOL. Right? I thought it would be. I'm like, I don't know. Like, how do you get that? I don't know. They probably take it the same way they would. So yeah, I would just look into that too. And you would think that it would cover, but I feel like there's like a different like whoop that I need to help with, like help to clear that out. So ask your vet and see like what they recommend for that, and maybe even take a picture of how much like blood was in there and all of that, just so they can see. Because I'm really like with vets, sometimes taking a picture of things or videos of things can really help them to kind of like get that bigger like picture. Like if there is something going on, that can definitely be like really beneficial and super helpful. So yeah, so there's that. And speaking of pictures, Sarah says, I've taken pictures, but I just ordered film for a mini Polaroid camera for pictures with friends when I leave. But that's brilliant. I'll take a picture on the Polaroid. I love that. How fun. Like, oh my gosh, I love like little Polaroids like that. That's so fun. That's amazing, Sarah. I love it. You're gonna have so many fun pictures. And she's like, I want to sink in there because I'm like a sneak in there because I'm part of that like memory of the experience that's gonna carry on with you still. So there's that. I love that. So bless your heart, Sarah. You're amazing. And then cool, Emmy says that you saved the bedding with that. So that's perfect. So then they can kind of, see that, right? So they can see the consistency and what that looks like. Because sometimes it could be like the color of the blood, like the consistency. And there's all kinds of like stuff with things like that with animals to really just to keep an eye out on, right? So there's all of that stuff. And in here, I know most of you guys have this, but I'm going to put like the link that has like my website and all that other stuff on there. So that way you guys have that. So let me put that in here. Just takes a minute. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see here. Okay, perfect. Now you guys have all that. I know you're connected with me on here, but it's always cool to have that other stuff too. So there we go. I always like to share that with you guys. So I'm going to see what other questions come through. And then I have these. I saved I still have the cards by me that I had by me last week. I have these Colette Baron Reid Spirit Animal Oracles. And I just feel like I want to pull a card for everybody. And this is the card. Oh, I love that this one came through. This is cool. So it is Cat Spirit, Claim Your Independence. This is the card that came through. How cool is that, right? Aren't these cards they're so beautiful. That's the front of the card. And then this is like the back of the card. But I love these cards. They're so beautiful. So I love that. So however that resonates with, there's that. And then there's these other cards that want to come out too. So if they want to come out, I always like bring them on too. And oh my gosh, you kid me not. There's another card with a cat, Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. So that's the other one, Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. I love that. And then Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. I love that. That's cool, right? Beautiful. And then this is one of my favorites ever. Hawk. Hawk spirit. Let the spirit be your guide. So those are just some cool little cards I just wanted to pull for you because it's always fun to do that. So I like to do that sometimes. And then Diane, oh wow. Diane says, I'm going to a new place in a month. Will my girl Fiona be okay with the move? She says, as long as long as you prepare me and you start kind of like preparing me for it now and like showing me, like if you know what the new place is going to look like, kind of have that picture in your head and like, have Fiona in your mind and be like, hey, this is the new place we're going, and kind of start to prepare her for that. And she showed me like a white bed. She's like, keep my white bed by me. So I see like those things that like give me comfort, and those things that give me comfort, those things that give me comfort, that's really important for me to have those things, and just to, kind of, keep showing me and reminding me like I'm going to, and like what it's going to be like, and like how many places I'm going to have to look out, and what the new place is going to look like, and where I'm going to have to look out, and what the new routine is going to be. So that's what I get there. So that's fun with both of two people moving on here. That's kind of cool. Look at that. That's neat. So it's exciting. And hey, Jolene, good to see you, Jolene. So I totally have now, like, tuning into, I totally have that Dolly Parton song stuck into my head. I love that. So good song, and the dark, and Dolly Parton's amazing. And then let's see here. You're welcome, Diane. And then so Jolene says, wanted to check in with Rooster. Any thoughts? So Rooster is showing me, he's having me touch my neck. He's having me touch my neck, the front of my neck, and like all kind of around here. He says like my neck muscles are tight, and by my ears are tight. He says my neck muscles are tight and my ears are tight. So if you just kind of do some like, working with like doing some pats and some massage around his, because he's having me like rub my neck, like around my neck. He says my neck and my head have been stiff, like it's like he's having me, make me want to like move around my head, like that's been stiff. And then I have like my normal stiffness in my in my hind end. And so he's showing me to kind of like see what you can do to get that checked out. I know there is animal chiropractors, and of course there's like, massage and acupuncture and acupressure and all of those things. And I get like maybe even doing some like laser therapy around there too, because you just really pay attention to my neck, like around the collar line. Pay attention to my neck, the front and the back of it, and my shoulders. Like pay attention to those areas, because that will really help to give me some like heat and movement in those areas. And then he's showing me like, and of course only Rooster would show me this. He's showing me like green beans. He's like, I want some green beans and some sugar snap peas and some carrots and all of that. And he's showing me he like wants some potato too, like some like cut like long potato. So he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, give up the goods, give up the goods. He's like, nah, 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 crunch, crunch, crunch. So that's what I get from Rooster. So, and he says, keep giving the cuddles and the loves with me. Like he says, um, when I'm in the mood to do that, give me those cuddles and the loves, those cuddles and the loves, and the cuddles and the loves, and the cuddles and the loves. So, oh, Rooster, he's such a good boy. Oh my goodness, Rooster. Oh, such a good boy. And hey, Nancy, good to see you. So let's see here. Let's see what other questions. I know, right, Sarah? It's true. Like people moving. That's exciting, right? So moving is exciting. So yes, you're so welcome, Jolene. You're so welcome, and much love to Rooster. He's so sweet. He's just, oh my gosh, he's such a cool boy. And he's showing me like have my blanket around me too, that special polka dotty blanket. Have that around me too, because that like helps. That's like my comfort too. And he's like, give me my like little warm woolly things that I can have out too. So, but he's like, don't be trying to put anything on top of me, because he's like, I don't play that way. He's like, no. He's like, no, 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 no. So there we go. rooster. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because it's I don't know where you guys are all at, but here in the Pacific Northwest, it's chilly. It was like in the 40s today. It was pretty chilly, but you know what? I would rather have 40 degrees than 100 degrees. Like if I had a choice between like a 100-degree day or like a 40-degree day, I'm gonna choose the 40-degree day. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not like a hot weather person. Like 70s, like lower 80s is okay, but like anything like above like 85, 90 and above, I'm like, nope, not my cup of tea. So I want to wear like hoodies and sweaters, and I got my long fun socks on today, which I'm so excited about that. They have like all the like funky colors and they're fun, and I'm just I love being able to wear those and sweaters and just comfy, cozy clothes. But to each their own, right? Because we all have our things that we like and how we adapt and all of that. So yeah, I'm sure it's where you're at, Alyssa. And I think you're in Chicago. I think it's cold there, I would imagine. I think you're in Illinois, if I remember right. So yeah. So let's see here. And you're so welcome, Jolene and Diane. I don't remember, like sometimes I'm like, wait, did I say that? I don't remember. So let's see here. I'm going to give it a minute, see if anybody has any other questions. I know probably like with the time change, right? People are still adjusting to that because it's right now it's 7:22, but like it was, what was it, like a couple weeks ago? It was like 8:22 at this time because now we had the fall back. So but now it's just yeah, it's so hard to keep track with that. I wish we would have we didn't have to do those time changes and that it was like spring forward time all year round. So it was lighter later. I like that. But then I love the fall too. So I don't know. Who knows? I'm just rambling. So there we go. And hey Lisa, good to see you, Lisa. Um so you said, do the boys like the food changes? I get like a big like, yes, we're easing into it. They're like this, they're like, yes, they're like, they're like, sometimes we like to play, like maybe we don't, but we do. They're like, we like to play, like maybe we don't, but we do. We like it. It's good. They're like, it's good, good, good. So good to see you, Lisa. They're like, good, 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 boop, boop, boop. They're like, good, good, good. They're like, thank you for finding something that's like similar and as good of like quality and as good as stuff. So they're like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. And yay to that, right? Because with cats, like especially, I mean dogs, some dogs can be picky too, but like cats sometimes, oh my gosh, they can be so picky sometimes, right? But that's why you gotta love them, right? So thank you, Lisa. I did too, Lisa. And I just had a session recently and she said, I had so much fun in our session. It made such a difference. Oh, yay. Oh, that makes me so happy. And I had fun too. I always love connecting with you and your boys. Oh, that's awesome. So yes, so good. I'm so happy to hear that, because that's, really when we open up those lines of communication and, they want to be heard and they want to, share things and all of that. So it's awesome. I know, Emmy, I'm so excited to do yours. Emmy says I signed up to get your reading on my spirit animal of the year 2023. Yes. I'm excited to do yours, Emmy. Those are so much fun. So yes. So if anybody else is interested, let me know because I still have more spots available to do more. So I'm excited. So it's always so much fun to do that. And just to give you guys the insight and the support to help you out. It's so fun. Yes, right, Lisa. Lisa says they are downright chatty. Your kitties aren't they? They're so chatty. Oh my goodness. I love them. But that's what it's all about. Like chatty kitties are good. So, and especially when you open that like line of communication up, they're like, I want to share this and I want to share this and I want to share that and I want to share this. So it's really cool when we do that because it just opens up like a whole bunch of like greatness and goodness, which is really awesome. So I love that so much. So cool. So I'm going to see who else has any other questions here. Sorry, I was just pulling up that really quick to see. I know, I think with the fall, like people I know maybe are getting tucked in earlier, right? Because the fall, I know me, that makes me kind of more sleepy, and I like to be all nice and cozy, and so maybe that's where people are at tonight. They're all like tucked in and cozy and all of that, right? Because I know sometimes the fall with it getting darker earlier, sometimes maybe we go to bed earlier, and I think like it's football season right now. I don't know if there is a game on tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's like football season. I don't keep up too much with that. Not that it's bad or good. I just don't keep up too much. Oh, Winnie. You said Winnie keeps pawing my phone. Does he need anything else? He's like, you know what he says? Oh my gosh. So he says, love me. He's like, just give me some love. He's like, boop, boop, boop. He's like, boop, boop, boop. And he's like, play, play, play. He's like, boop, 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 boop. He's like, play, boop, 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 boop. He's like, that's all I need. And he says a snack wouldn't hurt either. He's like, I could have a snack right now too. And he says he loves to like do the paw paw thing. He's like, paw, 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 paw. Oh, Winnie. And he probably hears me too. So he's like, oh, Winnie. You're such a good boy, Winnie. Oh my goodness. Oh, such a good boy. Oh. Yeah, so that's what he needs. He's like, I want a snack. Yeah, right. You're like, he is such a eater, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, give me a snack. That would be good. So, and I'm with you there, Winnie. I like snacks too. Snacks are good. So there you go. But I'm trying to be better about not snacking as much. I'm working on it. I'm starting to kind of keep track of things. And man, when you keep track of things, you don't realize like how quickly like calories and stuff add up. It's like, whew, but it's okay. So it's all figure outable, right? So there we go. So Emmy says, at the horse rescue where I volunteer, is Sky willing for me to come in his area and scoop poop? He says, as long as you don't come too fast behind me, as long as you like let me know and don't just like show up and I'm like, whoa, wait, I didn't know you were there. He says, like, make sure that you like let me know that you're there, like, because if you come up from behind and I don't know you're there, like that can be a lot for me. So just make sure that your presence and all of that is known, because that's what's going to help me. If I know that your presence is there, your presence is there, and your presence is there, and that's going to help me to know that like it's okay and that you're there. So that's what I get from Sky. See here. So yeah, and bless your heart for volunteering at the horse rescue. I mean, I think that's fabulous. It's so important. So horses are magical. Hey Carrie, good to see you, Carrie. Um, let's see here. Our foster dog Tangy has been with us for 7 months. Is her forever family getting close to finding her? I just felt something about like the end of this month, and like by Christmas, that she'll be like their Christmas gift. And what she's showing me is like what can help me get adopted is show hey Paula, good to see you, is show lots of like fun videos of me and fun pictures of me, and make like a little collage with like fun pictures of me, and share from like the foster's perspective of like, hey, Tangi's been with us for this long, and see kind of what they like, so they can know like what she's like, be like, hey, she loves this and she loves this and she loves this and she loves this. So it can be kind of like a fun video about her. And the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society, they do a lot of like great videos and like Facebook stories that they share of dogs that they have in their care. So she's just showing me like fun stuff like that really shows who she is, because she says, you know who I am the best. So like really, so they can see who I really am, who I really am. And so I feel like it is getting closer for her to find that place. So yeah, so that's really cool. So really cool that you've been fostering her to like help her to help her to find that place, right? That's so important. So I wanted to share with you guys. I forgot to share this. Let's see if I can find it on here. I'm going to share the link to it. So I have on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing like a pre recorded interview. There's something that's called PDX Pet Connection, and it's really cool. So it's this amazing woman. She does like pet photography, and she makes like pet bandanas, but she interviews like people that have like local pet businesses. And so anyway, so she's going to interview me on what is it, Wednesday. Hey Mandy, good to see you. It's been forever. Oh my goodness. Good to see you. So she's gonna interview me on Wednesday. We're gonna do, hey Lisa, good to see you. So we're gonna do the interview. So I'm gonna share the link so you could like know like check out her stuff, and it's going to be aired, and we're doing the recording now, but it's going to be aired in like January. So I'll make sure you can know how to listen to it. But the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys, if you think of any questions that you would like her to like ask me or to know about, just send me a message or put a comment here, and I can make sure that she'll that that we like that see about her asking me that. So that would be cool. So there's that. So yeah, so there we go. So I'm excited to do that. It's so cool. So yeah, so let's see here. And then Paula says, funny but true, cats are walking into my office space where my cat stays since someone takes care of her when I'm out of town for work a lot. I think my 15-year-old cat is manifesting more. Yeah, your cat's like, give me more, give me more, give me more. I love that. Oh, thank you, Mandy. I just recently got it like cut shorter. Thank you. And I'm really liking it because I can wear earrings now, and so it's also it's fun to be able to do that. So thank you. Thank you, friend. And I hope you're all well. It's good to see you. So yes, it is a great fit, Paula. Let's see here. Yeah, so just like anything that you want her to ask, like maybe about like me, I don't know if she'll do like personal questions or just about like the work that I do, or like any, thing that you want to know more about. Yeah, definitely let me know so I could pass that on to her, which I think would be fun. And you're so welcome, Carrie. You're so welcome. And let's see here. And Emmy says, and hey, Lisa, good to see you. Emmy says, thank you. I used to scoop for him, but he became nervous around people, so I had to stop. I look forward to being around him more. He is a bit intimidating. So he says, don't think of me as being intimidating. Just help me to create that space that like will be beneficial for you and I, that space that'll be beneficial for you and I. Help to create that space. And that's what will help it to not be as an intimidating experience is what I get. So Lisa says, let's see here. Lisa says, how is Chloe doing in boarding? So what she's having me do is like touch my fingers like this. She's like dum 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 dum. She's like, I'm doing good. But she's like, when are you coming back again? She's like, don't. She's like, don't. She's having me like tap my fingers. Like she's tapping her paw. She's like, I'm good. But she's like, when are you coming back? She's like, when are you coming back? And then she's like kind of all curled up there. She's like, they give me lots of loves. And she's like, I love pink is what she just told me. So she says she's doing good. And she says, mwah. She's like, thank you for the check-ins that you do with her. She says that really means a lot, the check-ins that you do. Yeah, so there we go. So that's that. So there we go. Oh yeah, so let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, hold on, the comments are coming through. I just had let's see here. You're so welcome, Lisa, and I hope you're having fun where you're at. And Chloe's like, let's go on an adventure. She's like, the top's open. We're going on an adventure. When you get back, she's showing me. Oh my goodness, Chloe, I love her. Sweet Chloe Grace. And then yeah, right. It's gonna be fun, Paula. And then Paula says, anything about you? I think it's just like kind of like just about my business and my work. Is what it's going to be. So it's not going to be like any readings or anything like that. It's just going to be like generalized kind of questions. So let's see here. And then Paula says 2 so far. You're working with cats to get shots. So so people can adopt. Okay, cool. And then I don't know what you mean. Do you have to keep questions? I don't know. I'd like it cut off there. So maybe if you have a question, you could retype it in because I know sometimes like it cuts that off and I'm not seeing all of that, Paula. So you could type it in again. So let's see here. Oh, how did I miss that? So, oh, that was a while ago. Okay. All right. So there we go. So let's see here. So I'm just trying to get back here. Oh, page. Oh, a joke. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's what I was thinking, Paula. I was like, wait a minute. A joke. Yeah, page 13. Ha, ha, ha. I get it. Thank you. That's funny. Took me a minute. I was like, wait, what? That's funny, Paula. I love it. Like, wait a minute. It took me a minute to be like, wait, what? Love it. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. So, oh, my goodness, Paula. You're keeping me on my toes. I love it. So it's good. So let's see here. Let's see what other questions people have. Let's see here. I'm just going to give it a minute to come through because sometimes it doesn't always go through. So let's see here. Oh, wait, hold on. If I come back over here. Okay. Sorry about that. And then Emmy says, Sky is so handsome. He's big and muscular. And then Tawny, golden and white, a Mustang. I love him. Oh, he sounds beautiful. I love horses. That's awesome. He sounds like a beautiful, beautiful baby. So I love that. Oh my goodness. I don't know what my dogs are smelling in my jacket over there. I don't have any cookies in there, just my keys. So I don't know if they're being funny over there, my two girls. Oh, Nugget, cool up. Come here. Hi. Oh, they're like, nope. Hi, girls. They're such good girls. So, see if anybody has any other questions. If not, maybe I'll just wrap it up early. And you guys all know that I'm here every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time as I do this. And I think I need to remind to do like the post earlier in the day to remind you guys about it, because I know a lot of you know, but sometimes it's easy to be like, oh yeah, it is Sunday today. Like that's the day for this, right? So see here. Just make sure my dogs aren't running because we have a downstairs neighbor, so I don't want them to be running. One day we'll have a nice place and they can run all the time. Huh, Nugget? Come here. You want to come say hi, Nugget? Come here. You want to come say hi? Come on. Come say hi. Up. So they can see you. Say hi. Say hi. Say, I'm so pretty. Huh? Say, I'm so pretty. Huh? You're a pretty girl, huh? Yes. Oh, yes, you're such a pretty girl. Huh? Say she's pretty, pretty. See, pretty. Oh, thank you, Emmy. Hey, Christy, good to see you, Christy. Oh, yes, they are the greatest, Paula. Yes. Oh, and thank you, Emmy. Emmy says, does everyone know they can donate to you on PayPal? I don't know that everybody knows that. So I think that's yes, and they do probably smell other animals on my coat, Paula. I think you are definitely on to something with that. So yes. So thank you, Paula. So yeah, if anybody wants to, I'm going to share my link tree again. There is like the top link, like if anybody wants to do like a donation on PayPal, like if you're like, hey, this was so valuable tonight, I really want to do that, like feel free, but there is no obligation to do so. I just like to, put it out there, just, if anybody is interested, and if not, that's totally fine. So there we go. So thank you, Emmy, for that little nudge, friend. I love that. So let's see here. And good to see you, Christy. I hope you and Major are doing well. I don't know what that was on my phone. Oh, it's a it was an Instagram notification. I was like, what is that? I thought I turned off everything, but I don't know how that works sometimes. So anyway, so there is that. So, Emmy, thank you. You guys are the best. Yeah, definitely. Please do, Paula. It's every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I do this. So yeah, every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So yes. So yes. And I love doing that. And I love like having that consistent time, because then, people have like a quick question or a quick tune in and they don't need like a full session, then they can just, come on here too. And I like people to be able to experience kind of what I do too. So that way, like, then they can just do this instead of have a full session if that's what they need. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So I hope you sleep sweetly too, Paula. Good night. Good night. Good to see you. And thanks for tuning in. And I'm glad to hear that you and Major are doing super, Christy. That's awesome. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Mandy says, I love hanging out and watching you help everyone. Oh, thank you, Mandy. You're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it means so much. Like I feel so blessed to do this. And I just love being able to do this. It's just so important to me. So oh, thank you, Paula. Paula says, you are cute when tapping in. Thank you. And then yeah, it's like I'm like really expressive sometimes. So sometimes when people do sessions on Zoom, I'm like, okay, you get to see the stuff that they make me do. Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, hey, like they're giving me this feeling, and it's like you get to see like all that like expression with it with you like watch live and all of that. So it's really cool. So yeah. So, and Emmy says, I need to do this week for Popeye. Oh, glad to be there for you and Popeye, Emmy, glad to be there. And hey, Yvonne, good to see you, Yvonne. Um, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sending so much love, Yvonne. I am so sorry to hear that. Yvonne says, I was wondering if you could tell me what happened to my aunt's dog. He was found behind her house shot. Oh, so much love. Like I can't even imagine. Oh gosh. So what I get with that is there's like I like see like some younger like teenager kind of guys, like younger guys kind of like on like eight, like it's like something that's like an ATV, like there's just like younger guys around, and they were just kind of like boom 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 boom. They were just kind of like shooting, and it just like there was like a shot that went there, and it was like in part I feel like it was kind of like an unintentional misfire that happened with just like shooting around, and I was like, uh-oh, like we did that. And oh, that's what I feel like. It was just like they were just out and like racing around, and they were just boom 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 boom. Is what I was what the is what I get with that. And that, yeah, so that's, oh, it is. I agree, Mandy. It is so heartbreaking, right? That's just like, oh my gosh, it's just like, come on. Oh, it just, yeah, it just breaks my heart too. It's so sad. So yeah, so that's what I get there. There was just that, and it just, and I feel like there's like these people with the fence that like live like by her. It's like they know, and they know some of the people is what I get, Yvonne. So yeah. So oh, so much love. Oh, and Mandy, oh, Yvonne, you said, I know she had the dog for years. Oh, I just can't even imagine. It's like, come on, people. Like, oh my gosh, people just are so like entitled sometimes, and they don't pay attention to others, and it's really sometimes about them when it should be about others. And like they just, I think people just don't think things all the way through sometimes, and it's just, oh, that's like heartbreaking to hear something like this, Yvonne. So, oh, so much love. So, oh, that's a hard thing. So can't even imagine, like, oh my goodness. So yeah. So see if any other questions come through. Oh, you said yes, she had him 9 years. He was an amazing dog. Yeah. He says it like he should be like some sort of like statue of him, like, kind of just like laying down. He says, I'm still laid down in your heart, is what I get from him. He says, I'm still laid down in her heart. He's showing me I'm still laid down in her heart, and in her heart, and in her heart is what he's showing me. So, oh my goodness, so much love. And just, remember, like, even if they're not here with us physically, that heart to heart connection is always there, and is always very prevalent, and very much alive. So yeah. Oh, and everybody's sending you so much love too. I know, Emmy, Emmy, sorry to hear about that too. And I have a whole bunch of animal lovers on here too that are just sending so much love, because that's just such a hard thing, right? Oh, such a hard thing. So can't even imagine. Oh, so let's see here. I'm going to see if anybody has any other questions here. No, it takes a minute to kind of get them to, oh, I love you too, Mandy. Thank you so much. And it's so good to see you too. I was like, yay. I was like literally just thinking this week. I was like, I'm wondering how Mandy is. I haven't seen a Mandy in a while. So good to see you all. Thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne says you're amazing. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Happy to help and happy to tune in. So, because it's really important, sometimes maybe we don't have that closure, and to be able to be that conduit to help people like with that closure, like and all of that just means a lot to me to be able to do that. So there's that. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Oh, because I always think of you on Sundays. LOL. Even when I can't make it to your life. Oh, thank you, Mandy. That's so sweet. Yeah, right. I was like, it's so cool because I have a lot of people that like you, Mandy, and that come on a lot. And even when you guys aren't here too, like I think of you guys too. Like, hey, I wonder how they're doing. I haven't seen them, and it's cool to see you guys. Pop back in. And that's why I always keep this on Sundays at the 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, because then that way people know, like, hey, this is when she's always here. So then that way, if they need that little extra insight, or if they want to share with somebody about animal communication, then then it's there. So that's what I love. And hey, Felina, good to see you, Felina. So Felina says, can you ask AO? I love that name. Why she licks all the time, especially when we're trying to pet her. So what she's showing me is, so she says sometimes she does it when she's like, oh, that's the spot right there. She's like, yes. She's like, oh, wait, get this spot. And then she's showing you too. Sometimes what she's showing me is like, oh, she's like, oh, here, go back more this way. Go back this more. And she's like, this way, this way, this way. She's like, oh. And she's like, having me like rub my hair like this. She's like, oh, and like, she's like, have it be, like do the fun little pats and love. She's like, oh, I love that. She's like, really get in there and scratch. And so she says that's what she's doing. And that's why she does that is those reasons right there. Is like, she's like, oh, I love that right there. Do that like this more, or move it back this way, or go like really get in there and pat too. And she's showing too that she does it too because it's like gratitude and love. She's like, oh, thank you so much for giving me these pets and this love. She's like, oh, I love it so much. She's like, thank you. She's like, yum. It's fun to have love. So she's like, I want to share that with like giving you the mwah kisses. And she says she gives really good kisses, and she's showing me like how she kind of like goes in an angle. She's like, I do it like a sideways tongue. She's like, I give good kisses. She says, oh my goodness. So what a cutie she sounds like, Felina. So there is that. And hey, Bev, good to see you, Bev. It's been a while. Good to see you. I hope all is well in your world. Let's see here. I'm gonna see who else. See what other questions. Oh, you're so welcome, Felina. You're so welcome. So welcome. See here. Oh my goodness. Cool Up just went in the kitchen because she's like, oh, did she leave something on the floor in there? She always is a good cleanup dog, my Cool Up. It's just funny. So see here. I'm gonna see what other questions come through here. Ooh. And I feel like this is, so I have, let's see here. I have a couple other cards that I want to share with you because it's just fun to do this. This is the Colette Baron Reed, the Spirit Animal Oracle. I pulled some earlier, but I just felt compelled to pull some more right now just because it's fun. And the ones that came through were Coyote Spirit, Trust in Divine Detours. So whoever needs that message, like, isn't that a beautiful card? And then the other one is Sandpiper Spirit, Be Playful. So that's definitely, there you go, Winnie the Cat. That could be a good one for for Winnie, but play with treats is what Winnie says. Play with treats. That's how you get me to play and to be more playful is to play with treats for Winnie. Lisa, if you're still here. Let's see here. And then Moss Spirit, surrender now. Like, isn't that cool too? That's beautiful too. So beautiful. So anyway, so I don't know who needed those messages, but I just felt like sharing those with you guys because it's fun to do that sometimes. So I'm going to see what other questions come through, but I'm going to take a quick drink of water. Because I always try to drink lots of water. So I try to drink at least 3 full ones of these a day, like two to three. It's always good. The more water you drink, the better, right? So there you go. So there you go. All right, Bev has a question. Okay, perfect. So Bev says, I adopted a shelter dog and not sure of her past. Her name is Honey, and she is a Shih Tzu. She does Zoomies. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, and bless your heart for adopting, not shopping. Like I think that's so important when we can rescue instead of going to like a pet store. I'm definitely so much into shelter dogs. So anyway, so what I get from Honey is if she says her past, like she says now she's like, I gotta be a dog. She's like showing me like she's so excited because she's like, I gotta be a dog. And she's showing me like when she does zoomies around, she's like, oh, like I get to do these and nobody's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? She says you embrace like the fun and the play with her. She's like, you embrace that. And she says she loves that. And she says her past, she's like, they were people that was like really like, like she's, I mean, like not like hit her, but like really just the energy, like, like really like harsh. I was like, like harsh energy is what she's showing me. So she says now she has that like love bubble and that love, and she's embraced with like the love and the light. And she says sometimes she just gets so excited. She's like, oh, this is like here. And she's just like, it's just so fun. She's like, it's so fun. It's so fun. And she's showing me like a little twirly thing. She's like, I love to twirl, and I'm a good twirler. I'm a good trailer. I'm a good trailer. I'm a good twirl. I twill. She's like, I twill around. I do really good with like I'm like toot 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 like a ballerina, she says. So you said she will nothing, don't eat that. Oh my goodness, hold on a second. She's trying to eat a carpet. Nugget, don't eat that. Oh my goodness. So anyway, so you said she will run off if she gets a chance. Can I get her to stop? What she's showing me is like, over time that will be better, but she says she needs that, like, you need to really have like clear boundaries with her and really like practice that recall with like coming back and coming back and going and coming back and going and coming back and going and coming back. That clear recall with her is really, 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 really important. And show her that like she's all gonna be with you, like that you're her forever person, and keep reminding her of that and keep reminding her of that. And that show her that that she'll always, that she's gonna have like, that she has chances to like run and explore, so she doesn't need to like run off. So just keep showing her like, hey, it's more fun like if you stay by my side, because then we get to like experience this together. And then like show her when the running time is, like show her when the time is to go and run off. She says go and show me that. She says go and show me that. But she says it's like you're gonna have to do that like kind of recall with her and really work with that. And she's like, it'll be a lot of work, and remind me that it's like maybe we'll have running time after, because she's like, I like to run. She's like, for a little dog, she's like, I run and I'm fast. And she's like, I get like tunnel vision when I run fast. And I really get like in that zone. So just give me those like outlets for me to kind of be worn out and work on the recall with me. So that's what she says. And just hold that vision of what you want from her. And that's like really pivotal when we're working with our animals is to show them what we want them to do, not what we don't want them to do. So if we show them what we want, that is really that's really super helpful to do that. And sometimes it's not always easy because it's like, oh no, like, oh, they, do this. And it's like we think about them doing the thing we don't want them to do, and then they do the thing we don't want them to do. So that's kind of that little inside scoop. And Bev says, okay, thanks. I appreciate that. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And oh my goodness, she sounds like a cutie. And I love her name too. That's so cute, Honey. That's so sweet. I used to know a dog named Honey. So there we go. So that's that. So there we go. So yeah. So there is that. So all right. I'm glad I stayed on a little bit longer, Bevs and Selena, and then Mandy, and so then I could see you guys on here too. Like I'm glad that yeah, because I always like to go for like I always try to go for like a full hour on Sunday nights. I usually go from like 7 to like 8, like sometimes a little bit before 8, sometimes a little after 8, just depends on who's listening. But that way, I can give people a chance to make sure that they can tune in because not everybody can always get on right at 7. So yes, I hope you have a great night too, Mandy. You're like reading my mind, Mandy, because I was just gonna say I'm getting ready to wrap it up, and I'm so glad for all of you for tuning in. So thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you that tuned in live, for those of you, oh, you're so welcome. Good night, Yvonne. You're so welcome. For all those of you that tuned in live, those of you that listen to the replay, and then those of you that share about it too. I really appreciate that so much too. That really means a lot too, because then other people can know that this is a thing. And that's what like my mission in the world is. I want more people to know that this is an option for them and their pets. So there we go. All right. So anyway, I hope you all have a great week and a fabulous rest of your night. And thank you again so much for tuning in. And I will see you next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. All right. Bye for now. Take care.